screen. Here we go. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, I see it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes, I see it also.
Excellent. So now I just I'm waiting for Facebook. Come on, Facebook. Yeah, we are on the network. Here we go. So when you log into Facebook, on your left-hand side, on your left-hand navigation, and you may want to close those blinds if that's too much blinding here. On the left-hand side, you can see access to your groups, pages, and so forth. And the first thing that you need to do, of course, is you need to have a Facebook business page to do any kind of Facebook advertising or Facebook marketing. And there are two specific things that you can do within Facebook. The simplest way is to do a boosted post. And the second thing, which is more complex and gives you so many more options, and we're not going to run through all of them, but I'm going to point some of them out to you, is to run actual Facebook ads. And both of those are only possible if you have a business page. Now, on your left-hand side, you'll see I have pages here, and then down here I have Ad Manager. So ads are created through the Ad Manager. Boosted posts are done directly from your pages. And the main difference between a boosted post and an ad is that you have much more flexibility in designing your ad within the Ad Manager. With boosted posts, you simply just boost a post that you post to your page. So let's say if I'm clicking here on pages now, and didn't mean to do that. Actually, I'm going to go to my Realty Partners page from here, I think, from the top drop down. Come on, here, Realty Partners LLC. When you're on your page, to do a boosted post, you simply write a post, and then at the bottom of the post, once it's posted, you can look at any of these posts that I have here, you have the option to boost the post. And this here, I'm just going to touch base on it very briefly because I have already a training video in the training library under Commissions Inc., how to generate leads with Facebook. So you definitely want to watch that. And that takes you really through how to create boosted posts within Facebook for lead generation. And in a nutshell, basically what you would do with the boosted post for lead generation is go into your Commissions Inc. site, find a property, or you can even set up a search. So let's say if I'm going to go into my Commissions Inc. site, which I have also a subdomain here, thomas.braden@sarasotahomesearch.com, you obviously would go to your Commissions Inc. site. And the internet is very slow here in the office for some reason. You can find any property. You can search by MLS number or your listing or whatever it might be. Here's a listing, for example, that Jim has. All right, let me log in. And you would simply take the URL up here. Once you're looking at the property or you're looking at the search, you can build a search, for example, let me show you. I ran a couple of ads for lead generation that I had huge success with. For example, with homes in Lakewood Ranch, and I would call it the least expensive home in Lakewood Ranch. We can do the same thing with University Park. So let's go here, University Park. I would find a property, and I'm going to lowest price first. Hold on, lowest price. And but I want single family homes only. Let's say in University Park. Go here, search. So now I have, 98 homes for sale in University Park. The least expensive one here is 319,000. Okay, so you could go ahead and build a search. Let's say maximum price of 499,999. And so now I have every home for sale in University Park that is priced below $500,000. Okay, let's make it below $400,000 because they're all below 400,000. 399,000. And so you could go now and take this URL here and promote the search. So you could run an ad that would say, amazing deals in University Park below $400,000. Okay, and then link to this URL, and that URL will always be valid. So if you get good results with the ad, you can keep rerunning it. You can rerun it again 6 months from now, and it'll still be valid because this search URL updates dynamically. Today the 18 homes that are for sale here under $400,000 will be different than 3 months from now. So you can build very, very complex searches, and what you can do is you can save those searches. You can save the URL to like a notepad file for future reference if you want to. Maybe you have Gulf front condos below $500,000 or something like that. And so just copy that URL and go into your business page, and where it says write something, I'm just going to paste the URL and hit enter. And it's going to now, that says 1+ bedroom University Park home for sale. So let's go ahead and, let's leave it, doesn't matter. So you have this link here. There's no image here now, so you could go ahead and upload an image for this. When you post an ad for an individual property, it'll pull the image of that property into your listing. When you have a search like that, you need to have an image. Well, you can find images very easily. So let's say, for example, you just go to Google here, University Park Country Club. Here we go. I'm going to search for University Park Country Club and just click on the Images tab. And you'll get a ton of images. And as long as they don't have a copyright mark next to it, you could use it. So you can just, let's say, take this one here or this one here, and just, let's take this one. I'll click on the image, view the image. I'm going to right mouse click on the image. I'm going to save the image to my desktop so I can find it quickly. Let's see, desktop, University Park featured. That name works for me. So I'm going back here and click here, and I'm going to find that image that I just uploaded. And so that's going to be the image for the ad. Okay, and then once this information here has been pulled in, you can actually get rid of this. And now here's where you would put your text. Amazing deals in University Park below 400K. And just put a little description in there. So you can do that for searches, but you can also do it for individual properties. So let's take a look at what it would like with an individual property. Say I click on this property here. And since this is IDX and we're just linking to that IDX page, you can go ahead and do with it as you please. So I'm going to go here, and let's say we build an ad with that. I'm going to paste it And now on this one here in the final ad, it will pull the image in, so you don't have to worry about that right now. And what I do usually, I post the ad and then I'll test it. And if it doesn't look right, sometimes in Facebook it won't pull the image, then I'll just delete it and redo it to make sure that I got it right. But here's, you know, lowest price home in University Park Country Club, priced to sell fast. All right, so lowest priced home, University Park, blah, blah, blah. And now I'll publish it. And let's see what happens. Okay, so the image didn't pull, so I'm going to refresh this to make sure. And again, sometimes it'll pull the image or sometimes it won't. It's not pulling the image, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And we'll do it again. And the thing with boosted posts is you want to make sure that your post is perfect, because otherwise, oh look, now we got the image. So now we got the image. So you want to make sure that the post is perfect, and voila, look at this. We got the right ad here. Of course, I'm going to delete this ad because I don't want to be generating leads here under my name. But I just want to show you how that process works, okay? So now once you have this ad, once you have this posting, this is basically just a posting. When somebody clicks on it, boom, they go straight to that property page. If they're not registered yet, then it's going to prompt them for registration. And it has the thomas.bradenandhomesearch.com URL. So to build these ads, you want to make sure that your subdomain is in there. So you don't want to use your glenda.matheson.com URL. You want to use glenda.bradenandhomesearch.com and make sure that Glenda is in the URL, and that ensures that you will get credit for the leads as they come in. So, but once you have this posting here, then you can click on Boost Post. And under Boosting Post, you're going to be presented with some options that are very similar to the options you get when you build ads. So you can run this ad to people you choose through targeting, people that like your page, people who like your page, and to their friends. The real value here is to target. A lot of agents make a mistake. They build a boosted post, they spend $20, but it just goes out randomly to people that have no interest, you know. That would be kind of like doing a direct mail campaign and just throwing it into the postal service to deliver whoever they want to, you know, as opposed to having it targeted to people that are most likely. So this is University Park. So obviously we want to target this, you know. It's not going to be your millennials that are buying in University Park, right? It's not going to be boating enthusiasts that are going to buy in University Park, right? I mean, what are people interested in that buying University Park? Golf. Yeah. So you can target, and what you can do is you can build your own targets. Like I have one here, real estate recruiting prospects. You can create, let me click see on all. So I have like different searches that I have created in the past for our lead generation marketing. So you can use one of those. If you've used them before, you can create a new one. You know, so if you go to create new audience, let's call this here University Park buyers, for example. Now, if you were to run an ad for sellers, you know, find out how much your home is worth, which I'll show you in a second how you can do that too, you would create a different audience than home buyers for University Park, you know. So gender, Let's go for everyone. Let's say age group. Okay, age group, I would say probably a good idea in the age group is to start, let's say at like 55 to 65 range, So that would be probably a good age group to hit for University Park. The average person that buys in University Park, they're not young professionals. They're not people that are in their 30s, and they're not. It's not a family neighborhood. Lakewood Ranch is a different story, but University Park, by and far, the largest. Those are people that are close to or at retirement. So locations. Now, you could target Toronto, Canada, if you want to bring people from out of state down here that are into golfing, for example. And with some communities, you may want to run the stats, and you can run your list source, for example. You can look at in the community all of the absentee owners and where they're from. So you have a community, for example, that has 80% absentee owners. Sometimes you can see patterns, like, for example, certain condominiums on the beach. You might find that the Lido Beach Club has 90% absentee owners, and out of those, 2/3 are from Canada. So if that's the case, you could target people in Canada. For University Park, I think you can run trials and run tests for people that are in, let's say, Michigan or in Ohio or in New York that are looking for a place to retire and come down here, and play golf. Or you can just target people here in Sarasota, Florida, and it's obviously where they're logged in. So right now it's season; they're probably down here. So Sarasota plus 25 miles is fine. Now interests. So you want to look at different interests, and you can just search for interests. So let's say golf. Voila, boom. Let me see. Is there University Park? Is there an interest category for University Park? University Park. No, there are different cities in other states, so we'll leave that blank. But golfing would be the big one in this case. Some communities have tennis or other things, but let's just leave it at golf. So we save this. So now we have people that are 55 to 65 years old that have an interest in golfing. Okay. So those are the only people that are going to be seeing this ad. And then down here, finally, you set your budget. And your budget could be very little, $4, $5, $20. So let's say here, if you set a $20 target, you're going to have 750 to 2,000 people that you're going to reach. Okay. For $10, you got 400, 2,000. But $20 is a good budget to test an ad or a boosted post. And what you want to do is really like test 5 or 6 different ones, and you will see where those people came from, what they looked at, which ad works better than another. So let's run this ad just with $20. That would be my recommendation. And you can decide here, is it going to run for 1 day, 7 days? It's going to spread it out 1 day, or you can run the ad until here, for 2 days, 3 days, today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. If it's a test, I would probably run it over 2 or 3 days, so you get an idea. Whether 2,000 people look at it in 2 days or 2,000 people look at it spread over the next 6 weeks, it's still 2,000 eyeballs, 2,000 impressions, and either somebody clicks on it or not. So you can see, okay, here for this many impressions, I got 1 lead. Here I got 2 leads. Here I got 4 leads. Well, guess what? You're not going to rerun the 1 and 2 leads ad, but the 4 leads ad, that's $5 a lead. That's acceptable. You know what? I'm going to run this. I'm going to spend $100 a month or $100 a week or whatever on this ad and run it. In the meantime, I'll maybe test some other ads. Now, if you come up with an ad that gives you 6 leads for $20, well, gee, knock out the 4 lead ad and run 6 leads. And then, of course, you also want to monitor while you're running your ads, because things will change. An ad might pull really great right now in season, but 6 months ago, that same ad may not bring any kind of result. And also, when you're running ads for individual properties, I would always run them for a short period of time and make sure that property is still in the market, okay? Because it's going to be a problem when that property is no longer in the MLS, then so you don't want to be running an ad for a property that's no longer for sale, that's no longer in the MLS, and somebody gets a property not found kind of error. So I'm going to cancel this right now, and I'm just going to show you something how you can find out, when you're running 5 ads and you have these people coming through and their source is going to be Facebook. How do you know which one came from what ad? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. There is a way to create tracking URLs, but this is way past this thing. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and open this link in an incognito window. So I'm going to see it the way a lead would see it that looks at it for the very first time. And so I'm looking at this property here now. And looking at the agent. Now let me search for some more properties. Oh, look, there's more homes in University Park. And now it prompts me. So with Facebook, when somebody's driven to a Facebook property link, it doesn't immediately force them to register when they look at that first picture. But if they continue to dig deep and click on other or search for other properties, that's when it's going to prompt them to register. So you don't want to, piss people off, so that way they get to look around on your site a little bit. And then if they look at another property or something, or they want to save the property, what have you not, then they get prompted to register. And so testering at testering.com, phone number, of course it's going to be a fake number, but that's fine. Full name. So I'm going to go ahead and select no for everything. Here we go. Did you see that in the question? It actually asked about that neighborhood. It says hot new deals in University Park District, as opposed to just hot new deals in Bradenton or hot new deals in Sarasota. Mm-hmm. So Commission Sync automatically detects that wherever the person was looking at, So I'm going to go ahead and say no thanks. So now I'm logged in. Oh, what a great house. I can share it with my friends now if I wanted to, which would also then include your subdomain, so they would continue to promote you. So let's take a look at how that looks in the back office here. Let me go here into my agent dashboard. And this is now under my ID, obviously, the lead that came in. But when we look here at the lead, here's the lead that came in, okay? So you can see here, University Park is a favorite city. So the favorite city is always what the first thing was that somebody looked at, okay? So that doesn't mean that this person may not be open to Lakewood Ranch or some other place. It's assigned to me, obviously, came in through my subdomain. Now over here, there's one search. Now saved search, University Park, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. This is completely general, based on what the person was looking at when they first registered. Okay, so this is going to change if a person looks at multiple properties, looks at more properties, and so forth. But initially, this is what their property updates are going to be, and it could be way off for them. So that's why it's so important that you talk to your leads and that you change that search, update it, and make sure that it meets their criteria. Last touch, never, of course. Now down here, we see now I looked at 2 properties. I looked at the property that I looked at when I clicked through from the Facebook ad or from the Facebook post, and then the second property that prompted me to register, right? So at the top, the newest one is always on the top. So here you can see the ad that I ran is for Whitebridge Glen here, that $319,000. So this tells me that this lead came in through that ad. If I'm running ads with 7 different properties that the person hits when they first get there, then I know they came from there. Let's say I do searches, and let's say I got one search for Sarasota, one search for Bradenton Beach, I got one search for Longwood Key, and they click through on the ad, and it takes them to a page with search results like best deal, beachfront deals in Longwood Key, for example. Okay, well, then you're going to see here the first property is going to be in Longwood Key as opposed to Palmetto, So then obviously your waterfront Palmetto property ads, great boating properties in Palmetto. Well, that's not it. It's from Longwood Key, So this is how you would track where these people are coming from, and then you can collect or count or tally, how well your ads are doing. Okay, and that's where the critical driver thing comes in again. I would have a spreadsheet that you use to track on a daily or weekly basis. If you have 17 different lead sources, postcards, Google, Facebook ads, whatever else, Zillow, Trulia, whatever you're spending money on, you want to track that and see, okay, every week, how many leads did I get from here, how many leads did I get from there? And if you're running multiple Facebook campaigns, then obviously the same thing there. But for starters, when your budget is limited, I would suggest to test around. Let's say you got a $200 testing budget. You can run 10 different ads at $20 each to test different stuff. Test some ads with multiple properties, test some ads with multiple searches, communities, test some boosted posts for individual properties, and just see how does it work. You got 10 times $20 on the line. You will be generating leads from it, number one. But number two, you will also see, okay, well, this ad I only got 1 lead, this ad I got 2 leads, this ad I got 5 leads, this ad I got 3 leads. You know what I mean? And so the cream will rise to the top, and then you can take the ones that have the best results and run with them further. You can also then take, for example, that ad and maybe tweak with the audience that the ad is being sent to. So this is boosted posts. Let me show you. Let's go to the ads now, and I want to take a look. Well, let me delete this here first of all. Darn it! Come on. I'm going to delete this. And if you screw something up, if you click on your ad and it doesn't have your name in the URL, then obviously you can delete it and and start over. So let's take a look at Alex Crum. He is an agent with Remax, and I know him quite well. And he does a lot of Facebook lead generation. He also has Commissions Inc. He spends a lot of money there. But he does a lot of Facebook lead generation. And let me see if it's, I don't think it's, let me find his page. Pages, here we go, Alex Crum Realtor. So you cannot do boosted posts on your personal page. You can only do it on your Facebook page. So let's take a look here. So here's, for example, condo for sales on Siesta Key. Okay. All the homes from all the brokers, constantly updated. Now, this is an ad. It's not a post. It's not a boosted post. You got here learn more. You have different options. And you can also see it doesn't have the name of the search on here. Let's click on it, for example, for a second. So this is his Commissions Inc. website. His domain is sarasotahousehunt.com. Come on, Com Center. Let's just be patient. Okay, well, that's loading. Let's scroll further down for some other things. So here is, for example, a boosted post ad. And you can see it. He shared a link.
So like his listing.
It may be his listing, but again, with the IDX rules, you have the right to display anyone's listing on your website. Okay, and with Facebook, you're just linking to that listing on your website. The broker agreed to display properties on the other person's website, as long as when you click on the property, it'll show there, courtesy of XYZ, of Remax, or courtesy of Michael Saunders, or courtesy of Realty Partners, or whoever the listing broker is, So it's perfectly fine. So if you have 0 listings, you can just find awesome properties that would be good attention grabbers and run those. Obviously, if you have a listing, we'll run that. When you take a listing, we, the company, will run some Facebook ads for your listing, and those leads go into the general company, round robin rotation. But you can do that for yourself, obviously driving it to your website. So, but I'm looking for some of these multiple property ads that he does. Here, I really apologize that it's so damn slow.
I can fill it a little bit here. I ran an ad test ad, paid $75. I used 7,804 people, and I got 3,700 engagements.
Okay.
What do I do with that information? Identify the engagements to people?
Well, engagements basically mean people that looked at it, clicked at it, shared it, liked it, that sort of thing. You want to get people that actually register, So again, yeah. So here we got that. This is the Siesta Key ad that I clicked through. It finally loaded. So this is on his web page, and it's basically showing the listings on here. Okay, so you can do the same thing by just building a search for it. And here's the search criteria, the URL that he posted in here. Now, of course, if you click on it, it'll prompt you to register on his site. Here is something interesting. He ran an ad here that has a video in it, and I'll get to that later. Here is an ad that has multiple images in here. Look at the bottom. Each image has a different description, and you can have a different link. So you can use this, for example, for your listings to build a Facebook ad, which he does here. It's a Facebook ad for that particular listing, and he just has a description underneath each picture, but they all go through to the same link. They all go to the link for that property, okay? But you could also build an ad like that where you have different communities. So let's go into the ad manager and see how that's done. By the way, here's the property thing, and it pops up the registration thing now, because this is my second time I'm looking at something on the site. The first time was the search, and now this here. So if we go back here to home, on your home screen on Facebook, you're going to see your ad manager. And within the ad manager, you have the ability to build ads and see ads that you ran in the past. You can also run ads on Instagram. And up here you see a link that says Create Ad. So you go here and click on Create Ad. And the process is different from the boosting a post on your Facebook. You have on your Facebook page. So it gives you some options here. What do you want to do? What is your marketing objective? Boost your post, promote your page, reach people near your business, increase brand awareness, increase your reach, send people to destination on and off, get installs of your app, get attendance to your event, get video views, collect leads for your business. So leads for your business, we don't use that. You don't need to, because your Commissions Inc. website obviously is the lead generation engine. But if you had just some, I don't know, you're selling soap and you wanted to generate leads, they actually have a way to collect, to have a lead generation form where people fill out a form and then information is sent to you then. Conversions to your website, and so forth. So we want to send people to a destination, okay? So we're going to send people, obviously, on a click-through link to your property. So you're going to give this campaign a name, and this would be just, ad tests. But you could call this, my listing at XYZ Street. You could call this, great Gulf front homes. You could call this whatever you want, And the nice thing is that if you run an ad with multiple properties or multiple communities, you obviously want to keep in mind that your targeting is going to go to one group of people. So it wouldn't be very smart to have golf course communities and beachfront communities and boating communities, because your targeting is going to be way off, But you could run an ad that highlights the 5 best deals in University Park, or the 5 best golf country club properties in Sarasota, or the 5 top beachfront condos, or the 5 top pet-friendly beachfront condos, and things like that, which would be very, you targeted them to people that have pets. Very difficult if you have a pet to find a condo on the beach that will allow you to do that, or 5 best beachfront condos, for rentals or something, A lot of beachfront condos have huge restrictions. You can rent them once a year or something. That wouldn't be a good rental opportunity if you're going to rent it on Airbnb. So you can build your audiences that way and run ads with multiple pictures and multiple headlines and multiple different links, So again, it goes here. We're going to use a saved audience. Let's just use, I don't know, Siesta Key buyers, whatever. That's the audience I set for them. Show your ads to the right people in the right place. I would just go with automatic placement for right now. You can have your schedule, daily budget, or total budget. Okay. So let's say you want to have a daily budget or total budget of lifetime budget of $20 if you wanted to test different ads. It's going to be a lifetime budget, and I'm going to end it not next month, but tomorrow. You could, of course, set a monthly budget of a daily budget of $20 and schedule this ad to run for the next month. And so every day you're going to spend $20. Or you could set a daily budget of $5 and run for the next month, and every day it's going to be $5. Or you can say, all right, I'm going to spend $20 or $50 or $100 on this ad, and I'm going to run it for the next 3 days, next week, next month, whatever. The optimization for ad delivery, we want link clicks, obviously, and just play around with this with all of the different options. Scheduling, for example, you can schedule to run only at certain times of the day. Now here you have the different things that you can do. Okay, you can have a single video. You can have a single image, which would be similar to the boosted post property ad that just has a single image. So, for example, Alex Crum's Siesta Key ad that he ran with the dolphin in the water and great deals in Siesta Key or whatever it was, or Casey Key, I forgot what it was. That was a single image ad, So you just had that single image of the dolphin in there, and then it linked to a search on the Commissions Inc. website for that community. He also has some single video ads there, or slideshow ads, which you could even also use for your listings. Now, look at the difference here. A slideshow is a a looping. It's like a looping video with up to 10 images. So you could use this for one of your listings, for example. If you have stunning photos, you could have 8, 10 photos, and it just loops them through from one to the next, to the next, to the next. A carousel is 2 or more images or videos where you have that little arrow on the right-hand side that you click to scroll over to the next one, like that one listing was that Alex had. Now, the advantages with the carousel, you can have a separate headline and link under each image, whereas with the slideshow, you don't. Okay, so you can play around with this here, and you can just go through this and build some ads and don't run them at the very end, like we're doing right now. We're going to run a quick ad here, and we're not going to run it at the very end. So let's go ahead and take the carousel here, and you got previews here. And so down here you have your images, okay? So on the image, say image 1, image 2, okay? So image 1, we're going to change the image. We're going to upload an image, and we're going to use the same image over and over again. Just pretend it's a different image. Here we go. So this is going to be image number 1. We're going to select an image here. I'm actually going to go to the image library, see what I have in here. Yeah, we'll use this one. And image 3 is going to be yet another one. Okay. So here we go. The Facebook feed, the Facebook page that is needed, you got to have that. You can have Instagram account too. We're going to manually choose our ad creative. Amazing properties in University Park. Okay. And so this is going to be the ad up here, the ad text. Now for each of those things, you're going to see here the image changing. And you can also have let's take a look at this one. Oh, it's a link. No, not. So trying to get rid of this thing down here and change it. So just bear with me for 1 second. Okay, here we go. So here we got University Park, and I can have you know, best deals in University Park. Not too long. And it has a little thing down there. Personally, I would not do that. I would just have best deals in University Park, and destination URL is going to be universitypark.com. Of course, in reality, this is going to be the URL that you copy and paste from your website, okay, from your search. So actually, let's do that real quick. So we got our University Park search down here. Okay, so University Park. Now notice I got www up front here. I want to make sure Thomas is up front there. So there we go. So I'm going to copy and paste this long URL. I'm going to go in here, destination URL. Here we go. So you got an error message earlier. Let's remove the see more URL. This would be on the see more URL. You could put your, glenda.matheson.com main URL. Okay, so this is now for this one image. Now if I go over to image 2, we'll do the same thing. Different image. Okay, now the headline here, I'm going to change it to hello headline 2. I'm going to leave that URL there for right now. And then the third one is going to be hello headline 3. Okay. I'll leave that URL, that's fine. So we got here now hello headline 2, hello headline 3. And there should be a way to preview the ad. Let's see. Here you review the order, but let me see if there's a way to preview the ad. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is the ad preview for desktop news feed. So this is what it will look like. This here is pulled from your business page. So you're using your business page to post it, of course. So whatever logo you have here, hopefully your picture, and it'll be, not Realty Partners LLC, it'll be Glenda Matheson. Here's the mobile news feed, so it looks different in the mobile news feed. Feature phone, okay. Desktop right column. So if you're in a desktop and it's on the ads that are posted on the right-hand column would be there. Instagram feed. Okay. This type of ad can't be shown on Instagram. Then you have audience, okay, this format. So different kind of ad formats will be also shown on partnering networks that that Facebook has, okay? But that's basically the process for building a multi-image ad. Now, if you have a single image ad, then of course you're only going to have one picture, and you would start all over by putting in a headline and the text and so forth, and uploading an image to go into the single image ad, okay? So this one, for example, will go on Instagram feed. Of course, there's no picture right now because we haven't uploaded one yet. But certain ad types will be displayed only on Facebook. Certain ad types will be displayed on partnering networks as well. And you can set here in the audience whether or not you're going to show it in partnering website. So let's take a look at that. So when you go here and click on Edit Placements, by default, of course, Facebook wants to display it as many places as possible because, you know, it's going to give you so many impressions and it increases your audience. So when they say your ad can be seen between 400 and 2,000 people, it's based on where you're showing it, you know. If you decide, okay, this ad will only be shown to people that use a desktop, well, there are far fewer people using just a desktop. Most people use a mobile device to access Facebook. So then your audience is going to be smaller, okay? So but here, you can see the platforms and the feeds for Facebook. We could, for example, take Instagram off and we could take Audience Network off and we can show it just on the feeds and right columns. If you want to show it in Messenger, you can show it in Messenger, but it's going to only work again for certain properties. If you want to show it just in a news feed with the big ads and you don't want to show it on the right-hand column, then you can uncheck that. And that way you add, you know, you love the way your desktop ad looks, but not the right-hand column newsfeed ad, then you can set that as well, you know. Device types, you can set mobile only, desktop only, or all devices, okay? So you do that here in the targeting section, and I really invite you to play around with that. Your flexibility is almost endless with Facebook ads. You can run, for example, ads within Facebook where instead of somebody clicking through to your link, they can contact you directly in Messenger. So when they click on that, request more information, it'll actually open up their Facebook Messenger and start a messaging conversation. Okay, so key with that though is that you are very hip and fast on Messenger. Okay, so let me go back to regular Facebook here. On your business page, Linda Matheson's business page, where are you? Where are pages? People, pages. Here we go. So on your business page, there's a link here that says send message. Okay. So so this is, I hope you use the Facebook Messenger app on your phone. Okay. If you don't, make sure you install that Facebook Messenger app on your phone. Because otherwise you're not going to get a notification of this message until you actually look at your Facebook account, and then on your Facebook account at the very right hand corner you have the little messaging tab. But if you use Facebook Messenger, it's going to send you a message, you know, and actually there are two things you need to have installed on your mobile phone. It's your Facebook Messenger app, and you need to have your Pages app installed. Okay, so there's a Pages app that Facebook has that is specifically designed for the management of your page. And so messages that come in go into the Pages app. Any kind of, if somebody else posts something or comments on something, it goes into, you see the notification in your Pages app. Now, once you start communicating and answering your messages, it'll actually show here how fast you respond, okay? So let's take a look at Janine's Facebook page, for example, because Janine is a big social media person. So here's her page. You see this here? Very responsive to messages. The only way you get this, I don't even have that, is if a lot of people are sending messages and you reply to them very quickly. If you are very, very slow to respond, then, you know, yeah, it'll take average 8 hours to respond. It'll say that. And then people are not going to bother to message you if it takes you 8 hours to get back. Now here, I know she's going to respond quickly, so I know that, oh, let me send her a message, you know, here through the send message. If you run a Facebook ad where somebody can message you, I mean, unless you are like within minutes of getting that message back to them, then you're wasting your money doing that. Never ever do that, you know. So generally speaking, for what we're doing, the business that we're in, you want to drive them to your Commissions Inc. website because they're interested in that property. They want to see pictures and they want to see that property. So you want to drive them there. They don't want to be messaging forth and back. They want to look at that property, and then if they're interested in more information, they can message you directly through the Commissions Inc. page. So it's very, very important. If you spend money on mobile, on social media marketing, that you do that. So let me wrap this up on this note, and turn my my webcam back on, if I can figure out how to do that. How do I turn on my webcam? Here we go. Share my webcam. So so important. The biggest thing with Facebook marketing, and that's why people, successful agents like Alex Crum, people that are much, much more successful than him, use Facebook for lead generation, is because it's inexpensive. You can generate leads on Facebook between $2 and $5 per lead, which is much better than spending $10 or $20 a lead with Google AdWords, for example. Because if you want to buy a click-through for Sarasota real estate on Google AdWords, it's very, very expensive. I mean, you're paying $4, $5, $6 per click. And so Facebook is a very inexpensive way to generate leads, but of course you need to have all of your ducks in a row to follow up with them rapidly, otherwise you're wasting your money. And the nice thing with Facebook is that you can target. You can target very, very, very narrowly. So if you want to find people, just females that are between 55 and 60 years old, that are into golf and boating, maybe or tennis and boating. There are waterfront communities that, or let's say golf front, beachfront, and tennis, like the Colony used to be. So you can target those people very, very easily, Okay, what do we have here in our area for people that are into golf and the beach? There's only one place, Longboat Key. That's the only beachfront sort of golf course that's out there. You can target, if you have something that's on Longboat Key that would appeal to both of those groups, well, then you can target using, Facebook. And people of all, you got billionaires on Facebook and you got paupers on Facebook. So you can reach the whole socioeconomic spectrum, So I've recorded this, so you guys have the ability to review it again. But I would say the boosted post would be a place to start, and then I would play around with ads and building some ads and see how that goes. If you click on your "What's My Home Worth" link on the website, then you can copy and paste that into an ad as well, and you can create a Facebook ad either as a boosted post, or you can build an ad from scratch with a flashy photo or something that you want to use to drive people to your home evaluation site. Now, it's a little bit more challenging to target people that are looking to sell through Facebook. You could find people that are living in a certain area that are interested in real estate and things, but it's just harder to find people that are looking to sell, through Facebook targeting than it is to find potential buyers, because with buyers, that, okay, in this type of community, just based on people that live there, they're a certain age, they have certain interests, they have pets, they have no pets, they have kids, they have no kids, and, for example, if you're promoting something 55 and older, well, geez, you're obviously going to go to people that are 55 and older. And if they have shuffleboard there, well, then shuffleboard would be one of the interest categories, and it's very, very neat how you can target that. All right, now to the most important thing of our meeting today.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, drum roll. I'm going to do this check. I've got little cards here. These are actually temporary business cards from Rick that he never picked up. And I'm going to write the name of those 5 people that actually went ahead and joined us in providing a testimonial this last quarter. That would be number 1, Reggie. And I'm going to put this upside down. And then we had Number 2, Glenda, of course. Then we had number 3, David. David said he doesn't need an iPad. He's going to give it away to someone else if he wins it. That's what he said.
On eBay.
Then we have Janine.
Yeah.
That's right. And then we have Rick Marcuson, who's not in on the call this morning. He's busy out there buying and selling real estate. So, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm shuffling these cards, and I'm going to get someone from, I'm going to get
Laura.
I'm going to get Lori.
Yeah.
See these cards here? I got the names in the back. I'm going to hand these to Lori. I'm going to have her shuffle them some more without looking, and then pick one card, and that's going to be the winner. So let me go ahead and get Lori.
Very scientific.
Very scientific. I mean, you know, we have 100 submissions when we get started, but with 5, we got to keep
I ran a test on a boost. It wasn't a bad, like it's, it just got animation.
Yeah.
It got huge response. I
Wow.
ran it in
All right, here's Lori. Hey. Okay, Lori, so we're having a giveaway, and we made it very low tech. There are 5 cards with names on the back. So if you can just shuffle them and then pick one card at random.
Okay. I'm not looking at anything.
That was standing in front of the screen.
Oh my God, look at this.
Janine!
Miss High Tech.
Janine is the winner.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Yay!
So here we go. We have, it's a brand new iPad Mini 2, 32 gigs. And, you know, you need to get it in person because, of course, we're going to get a picture of you with the iPad and all that wonderful stuff. So you got to hurry up getting healthy, Janine, because we can't have you give us the flu. How are you feeling now?
I feel a little better. I slept a lot yesterday.
So do you have an iPad?
I have a Google Nexus.
Ah, well, we're going to bring you over to...
I mean, a Google tablet.
So now you're going to have an iPad. You know, this iPad is very handy because, for starters, the Open House app that Commissions Inc. has only works on an iPad.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I was thinking I needed one, actually, so I'm so happy.
Yep. Well, I can also sell it on eBay, I guess. You know, these things are expensive.
Hey.
But anyhow, congratulations. And I'm so sorry you didn't make it today. But you know what? We'll figure out a time in the next couple of days to meet you here at the office because I come here, you know, a few times a week anyways to check on mail and so forth. And we'll do a handover and get a picture of you with the iPad.
Agreed.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Well, congratulations. And thank you for everyone that provided their testimonial. So,
It was fun.
woohoo! All right. So I'm going to terminate the meeting at that. Thank you so much. And again, I'm going to upload the recording when it's